Hello friends, today I have come up with a game-changing topic. Okay, this topic, you can find it correct up to 90 to 95%. I'm not giving 100% assurance of this, but the authenticity or the correctness is up to 90%. Through your horoscope, through your Kundali, Janma Kundali, one can know which kind of vehicle, which brand vehicle, car or a two-wheeler. Okay, mostly we'll be discussing cars in this video. We are going to get. You all know, friends, fourth in house among the horoscope. There are 12 houses. The fourth house, it shows vehicles, assets. Okay. Now, depending on the planetary influence in the fourth house and the fourth lord planet in whichever sign it goes and in whichever nakshatra it goes, we can get a vehicle according to that. As I told you, I've tested this in more than 1,000 charts. Okay. So the authenticity, the correctness, I have found it till 90%. Okay. 90 out of 100 charts you will find this true. There may be a situation when you are denied of a vehicle. That is the different case. But if you are getting a vehicle, it will be more or less up to this. Also, even the vehicle color, depending on the planet which occupies the fourth house or aspects the fourth house, that also determines the color of the vehicle. Now we will talk step by step. One very prominent observation which I have made. We'll talk about planets. Saturn, Shani. Okay, if you observe Saturn, in your astrological videos or astrological, on the internet, if you have observed Saturn, Shani, it has rings around it. There's a planet. This is this huge ball, and rings of gases surround it. It resembles exactly to the logo, to the icon of the Toyota. Okay, Toyota is also has a O, and there's a vertical O and a horizontal O, O and T, Toyota. So any of the influence of Saturn on the fourth house, okay, you will see such people, they have a vehicle of Toyota brand. Okay, I can vouch this with myself. Okay, I have Saturn in my fourth house. And back in my childhood, my father was a car dealer. He was a car dealer, and I've had more than 20 of Toyota cars at one point in time in my life. Okay, so Saturn, Shani Graha is associated with Toyota. Saturn aspects. Saturn has 3 aspects. First aspect, third aspect, and like 7th aspect and 10th aspect. Four aspects you can consider. If any which way Saturn aspects or Saturn occupies the fourth house, you'll get a Toyota vehicle. Okay, you also know the fact about Rahu and Ketu. Ketu is associated with tail. It is a planet with a tail. Okay, head part is Rahu. Okay, the snake Swarna Bhanu, if you dissect the snake, head is Rahu, tail is Ketu. So if Ketu occupies your fourth house, such people, they get a sedan. Okay, a car with a tail. If Rahu occupies the fourth house, they'll get a tailless car. Okay, a hatchback or something you will get. So this was about planets. Next layer can be colors. Okay, if you have a black Shani in the fourth house, the color of the vehicle can be black. If it's Shukra or Chandra, white color or silver color vehicle it can give. If it's about Mars, if it occupies, fourth house, it can give a red color vehicle or a maroon or a muddy color or a brown color vehicle it can give you. If it's about Jupiter, it can give you a golden color vehicle, okay, or a yellow color vehicle. Okay. If it's Mercury can give both grey as well as green color. Okay. Green or neon blue, such colors it can give you. Saturn can give you both black and blue color vehicles. And Rahu, it's grey color. Ketu can give strange colors. Okay, mixed variety of colors. Strange colors, unconventional colors it can give you. And this was about colors. Okay, Surya, sun colors are like, with Surya I have seen people prefer white color vehicle also, and with Surya I have also seen red color vehicles, maroon color, red color, such colors I have seen. Now the very prominent aspect is about nakshatras. Nakshatras are beautiful. Every nakshatra has a theme, it has a shape, it has a geometry. And by default, that theme, that shape, that figure comes in our life. Same applies for vehicle also. We can take references with the nakshatra. Okay. The very first nakshatra, Ashwini nakshatra, it symbolizes a horse or a horse head. So there's an Indian vehicle brand TVS, the brand which manufactures two-wheelers and bikes. Okay. So I've seen people with prominent planets in Ashwini nakshatra, they have a TVS vehicle. Okay. The fourth lord, if it goes in Ashwini nakshatra, or Satabishak nakshatra. Satabishak nakshatra also, the animal is a horse. Ashwini nakshatra, animal is also a horse. So if your major fourth lord planet, if it goes in this Ashwini or Satabishak nakshatra, you are bound to get a TVS vehicle. Okay. If we talk about cars, the Ferrari, I'm not saying that everybody will own a Ferrari. 1 in 1 crore person can own a Ferrari. But whosoever owns a Ferrari, they have prominent planets in Satabishak or Ashwini nakshatra, which symbolize a horse. Okay. If we move ahead, we can talk about Rohini nakshatra. The Rohini nakshatra, the deity is moon. Okay. And Rohini nakshatra, you will see the symbol of Rohini nakshatra itself is a chariot. Okay. Vehicle. We know that Lord Krishna was born under Rohini nakshatra, and he was known for he was a chariot driver. He drove a chariot. Okay. So I have seen people whose fourth lord goes in Rohini nakshatra. For that matter, I have seen moon also. If somebody's moon is also occupied by Rohini, moon goes into Rohini, they have a very beautiful, luxurious car. And mostly the color will be white. Okay. White or silver. Okay. Or grey also I have seen. But very luxurious, very fancy vehicle they will have. Okay. And among the two-wheelers, if we talk about, there is a particular two-wheeler called Bergman in India. Okay. This Bergman is also associated with Rohini nakshatra. I have seen more than 50 cases where the moon is in Rohini nakshatra or fourth lord is in Rohini nakshatra. They have this vehicle, two-wheeler called Bergman. And friends, there is one nakshatra called Shravan. Okay. We also have talked about the story of myth of Shravan nakshatra. The Vaman avatar of Vishnu, the dwarf avatar of Vishnu, transforms into a great giant form of Lord Vishnu. Okay. So anything which says like very small or short, okay, names of vehicles which imply very small or very short or very huge, massive, such names would be covered in Shravan nakshatra. Okay, there was one particular vehicle, Tata Nano. Okay, everybody said no, but Tata said Nano. So this Nano means small. This was associated with Shravan nakshatra. I have my fourth lord in Shravan nakshatra in Capricorn, and I have 3 planets in Capricorn. So I have a car named Eon, Hyundai Eon. Eon means never ending. Okay, and this name Eon corresponds to the story of Shravan nakshatra, where the dwarf form of Vishnu transforms into the gigantic form and tries to cover the entire universe in the 3 footsteps. So never ending, gigantic. So Eon is this, there's one vehicle called Mini Cooper. Okay, the company Mini that develops vehicle called Mini Cooper. Okay, this Mini Cooper vehicle is also associated with Shravan nakshatra because Mini means small. Okay, so anything which is small, or things like Gloucester, which means huge. Okay, such vehicle names will be under this Shravan nakshatra. If you talk about Satabishak nakshatra, as I told you, Satabishak nakshatra, it means 100 stars, and if we look from here into the sky, it forms a circular ring forming 100 stars. So circular shape, circular figure is associated with Satabishak nakshatra. And that circular logo, Mercedes has a circular logo, Audi has circular logo, Okay, so if your fourth lord or prominent planets go in this nakshatra Satabhishak, this you may get a vehicle like Mercedes or Audi. Okay, Audi, so many rings. Okay, so Satabhishak nakshatra. And if we talk about other, there's the brand MG. If you look M in the MG logo, it resembles to the ram, head of a ram, the sheep, which is signified by Aries zodiac sign. So I have seen if there's fourth house is occupied by Aries, or fourth lord if it goes in Aries, you may get vehicle brand of MG. Okay, and there's one nakshatra called Magha nakshatra which occupies in Leo. Magha means a king. This is a nakshatra which is very royal. It is associated with the king. The symbol of this nakshatra is a king's throne or a king's crown. So the Ford was the name of a king. Okay, and the Ford was the name of a king. Honda is also name of a king. In Russia or in some language, I don't know, Honda means a king. So if your fourth lord goes in Magha nakshatra, or if Magha nakshatra has some connection with the fourth house, you may get a Honda vehicle. I have seen this in more than 100 cases. If your prominent planets goes in Magha nakshatra, the person gets Honda vehicle. It may be a city Honda, it may be Honda Jazz, it may be Honda Brio. If we talk about Jazz, there's one Honda brand called Honda car called Jazz. Jazz means party. Jazz means to party. There is one nakshatra Jeshtha which is associated with partying. The god of this nakshatra, devata of this nakshatra is Indra, and Indra is associated with partying. He is fond of drinking, soma and all. If your fourth lord goes in Jeshtha nakshatra, you will get this Jazz car. Friends, we talk about Maruti brand. Maruti is a very common brand. Like in India, it is the most popular brand. And Maruti literally means Lord Hanuman. Okay. So Lord Hanuman is associated with Swati and Mula nakshatra. Mainly Swati nakshatra. If your fourth lord goes in Swati nakshatra, you get any of the Maruti vehicles. In that also, if we shortlist the category, there's one vehicle called as Maruti Brezza. Brezza means wind or Vayu. And the Swati nakshatra, the devata is Vayu. I have seen many cases where fourth lord, if it goes in Swati nakshatra, the person gets Maruti Brezza. So friends, Lamborghini is a very unusual or a rare thing. Not everybody can afford it, but whosoever owns a Lamborghini, they should have connection of the fourth lord or the fourth house with Uttar Falguni nakshatra. As Uttar Falguni nakshatra symbolizes a bull. Okay, the very common bike brand Royal Enfield that produces bullet bikes, Royal is associated with king, and hence Magha nakshatra. Anything to do with king, royal, okay, the kingly thing, the kingly theme, it is associated with Magha nakshatra. If you have prominent planets or fourth lord in Magha nakshatra, you will get, if it's about bikes, you can get a Royal Enfield. Okay, the Bentley vehicle, if you see carefully, it symbolizes it looks like an eagle, flying bird. So the eagle is associated with Shravan nakshatra, Vishnu. Okay, the animal, the bird of Shravan nakshatra is an eagle. So Bentley it is connected with Shravan nakshatra. Okay, so friends, there's one vehicle Scorpio, Mahindra Scorpio, which is very which is a very strong selling SUV in India. So if your fourth lord goes in Scorpio, if you have Scorpio in the fourth house, you can get a Scorpio vehicle, SUV. And the Mahindra brand, Mahindra resonates to Shravan nakshatra, as the syllable of Shravan nakshatra is Maha. And anything to do with Indra, Mahendra, comes under Jeshtha nakshatra. If you have fourth lord in Shravan or Jeshtha nakshatra, you can get Mahindra vehicle in general. Now Jaguar, Jaguar, if you see it has a jaguar or a cheetah, in front of it, the logo is such. The tiger or cheetah theme is associated with Chitra nakshatra and Vishakha nakshatra. If your fourth lord goes in Chitra nakshatra or Vishakha nakshatra or any fourth lord connection with these nakshatras, so you may get a Jaguar vehicle. Aslesha, the combination of Rohini and Aslesha, it has to do with a Range Rover. I have seen this in more than 10 charts. People owning a Range Rover, they have prominent planets or fourth lord in Aslesha and Rohini. So friends, this was my research about vehicles, cars, and your fourth lord connection, and the nakshatra and the planetary connection, the colors, the vehicle brands. Okay, if you want to know about nakshatra based astrology, DNA astrology, Vastu Shastra, or you want to know which car vehicle you are going to get, and I have seen one more thing. By using this nakshatra symbols, animal totems, etc. as your phone's wallpaper, desktop wallpaper, or simply drawing these symbols, you can get your desired vehicle. To activate your fourth lord, fourth lord in whichever nakshatra is good, you can activate that and get the desired vehicle in your house, for yourself. Okay. So if you want to know more about DNA astrology, stellar astrology, nakshatra based astrology, you can contact us at Maharishi Astrological Center. Our contact number is 9503596761. Thanks a lot.